Hey, it's Don with the DIY Collaborative, and we've got a little project going on here today. I went to grab this cute little plant flower pot holder, I guess if you will, out of our garden area, because I had an idea about potting something up in it because it was sitting there looking all lonely and needing some attention. And I went and grabbed this pot right here, and it's got issues. So we're going to take our E6000, and unfortunately my tube of clear E6000 is all dried up, so I'm going to try to use the white on it and just be really careful and see if I can get this pieced back together for a little project that I've got. Okay, I think maybe that's a good angle. So we've kind of cleaned off the edges here as best we can. And what I'm going to do, since I don't have clear E6000 that's good, I'm going to use some of the white, and I'm just going to try to keep it to the inside edge of this break on this pot when I put it together. So we'll see how that goes. I've used this stuff before in other outdoor applications that are in wet locations, and it seems to work, pretty well. Again, I'm just trying to keep it close to the inside edge of this pot so we don't end up seeing it on the outside edge. And again, I'm not worried about it being watertight or anything. I'm just trying to hold it back together because I doubt seriously if we could find another pot like these little guys that would actually fit in there. And I'm going to go ahead and apply a coat to the other piece as well, just a light coat to kind of hold it. Before I actually put them together. We're just going to let that sit there for a second, and then I'm going to put the lid back on my E6000 Blanco tube with hopes of saving it. So now I'm going to take these and I'm going to just squeeze them together kind of like they were, and we're going to see how much white actually shows through, and not a whole lot. I think we did pretty good with our application. We're just going to wipe off some of the excess here on the outside edges, let it blend in. And then what I'm going to do is I keep pieces of paracord around for different projects, and I've got a piece today, and I simply tied a loop in one end, and I'm going to loop that around here just to kind of make a little piece to put some tension on that, and I'm going to pull that tight around this pot, and then I'm just going to wrap it and keep pulling it tight as I go. And we're going to see if that'll help, be like a clamp, if you will, holding this pot, the two pieces of the pot together until it dries well. And again, it's a longer piece of paracord than I needed, and if I need to, I'll cut these off in shorter lengths, but if I don't have to, I don't cut them. That way I've got a fairly sizable piece that I can use, and of course I could always splice the ends back together if I needed to, but we're going to see how that works out. And I'm just going to do a little overhand knot like this and kind of pull it back on itself, and I think we're maybe good to go there. We're going to take just an old shop flathead screwdriver here and try to clean a little bit more of that off of the outside of the bottom. And again, on the outside, I want it to look, decent and not show that it has a big major crack. And maybe since we're seeing so much of it on the inside here, since I clamped it together, I'm going to go ahead and take the screwdriver and at least clean some of it off close to the top edge, because we'll have dirt in these with some plants, but I don't really want all that excess, you know, showing up at the top there, if you will. All right, we're gonna go with that, leave it out here in the heat and let it dry, and then we'll circle back to see how it came out. So this is lemon coral sedum. We put some of it out last year in our landscape, and I thought it wouldn't winter over well. In fact, before we had freezing weather, I went down and dug this one up. It was a lot smaller, and put it in this pot, and I was calling it the designated survivor, and I wintered it over in my greenhouse. But lo and behold, this spring, it all came back in the landscape. I didn't think that it would. We had sustained 10-degree Fahrenheit weather and below for a number of days, and later in the spring it just came back like there's no tomorrow. And I want to show you another little trick with this stuff. I've been trimming off of this one for quite some time and repotting it and putting it around in the landscape. So what I'm going to do now is I've just got a big pair of garden shears, and I'm going to gather up some of this in my hand and just cut it off like that. That's all I do. Maybe just find another area and give this a haircut. I think there's a stick or something in there. Yeah, that's it. And then we're going to take this back to our potting bench, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with it. So we've got some sifted garden soil from our compost bins, and I'm just going to put some of that in these pots. Not everything got sifted. There's a stick. It's nice to be able to just toss it over there in the compost bin. So I'm going to just put some more soil in there like that. And what I'm going to do is just take some of this lemon coral sedum that you saw me trim off. This is the trimmed end, and I'm just going to take it and stick it down in the dirt in this pot in several places, actually, just like that. Maybe a little more on this side, maybe a little more back here. Just like that. And this will, believe it or not, this will fill out and be amazing. So we're going to put it in our little holder here. And then once our other pot is fully dry, we'll go ahead and plant some in it. We had to put some E6000 epoxy on it earlier because it was broken in half, and I just couldn't bring myself to throwing it out, so I wanted to save it. And I thought, you know, I've got an abundance of this stuff on the property, so why not go ahead and just pot it up and see what it'll do. It just gives a little, you know, interest in the area where we have this pot plant holder. I think I'm going to take this and just put a little more dirt in on top of it, kind of shake it down, bump it down. Anyway, there we go. I'm actually going to bring this one back out and do the same thing to it. Just help it kind of fill in a little bit right there and make it happy. So there we go. Okay, it's been a few days. We're back. We've got our small pot that we glued together, ready to come out of the makeshift clamp. It started raining pretty bad, so we took it, put it in the shop for a few days, let it dry out in there and see how it does. So we're just going to take it now, and we decided to mix it up a bit. So it looks like it's pretty good. It's not horrible. I'm kind of happy with that E6000, so we'll see how it does. We took our planter, and I was putting just one item in all three pots, but I decided to mix it up a little bit. So I've got turtle vine in the middle one here, lemon coral sedum in this one, and I've got two kinds of purslane or moss rose and creeping jenny that I'm going to put in this one to finish out this little trio project with. And I probably got way more here than I need, but I'm just going to try to group it all together and just get it in there. Just to kind of see how it'll do. Just to give it some different character. And this stuff is great if you've got some areas in your lawn or yard where you need some like additional ground cover that's shaded or whatever. Just put this stuff in there and it'll just take off. It's one of the reasons that we love it so much. And all you got to do is just stick the ends of these down in there to where they'll kind of root. And I'm going to get a little more dirt and put on there. Okay. We'll get that watered and get it put out and see how it looks in a few days.